What's up, fam? Welcome in. Much love. Trav here. How's it doing? How's it going? Hope you're doing amazing. Got the wind at your back and the future in front of you, the journey. It's going to work out. It's going to be good. Keep going, fam. We're going to make it. Follow your dreams. You only got one shot at life, so fucking go for it. Anyways, had a lot of people, or a few people at least, say, hey, can you talk about Damping Sphere? It's kind of an exciting card. Well, one thing there's a lot that's interesting about this card, so I'm going to talk about it, and since it's been requested, we'll do it. And as always, I'm happy and very grateful that you're here and appreciative and want to make this worth your while, not just in analyzing a Magic card, but inject and give you some energy to feel good and be motivated and inspired. You know, I don't want to waste this opportunity. And those asking have been asking, yo, Trav, when's your ban up? When are you coming off suspension? 2019, although I plan on living in Hawaii and farming here, I'm really going deeper into the space, starting to organize retreats out here. Some of you have heard about that for Back to the Land Hawaii organic farming, intensive week-long retreats, and starting to write about regenerative agriculture. Very, very exciting. And the point is, there's not a whole lot of Grand Prix and stuff like that out here. So hopefully they bring the Pro Tour out here so I can host some of my Magic buddies. But when I come off suspension, I will try to come to a West Coast Grand Prix in 2019 to meet people. Okay, enough of that. Damping Sphere. The first thing that I noticed, well, let's read it. It costs 2, it's an artifact. If his land is tapped for 2 or more mana, it produces colorless instead. Each spell player casts costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player has cast this turn. So it's doing 2 things that are very different. It's hosing like Urzatron lands, basically, or like Nykthos, multi-lands. It's also hosing Storm, like decks that are trying to cast multiple spells. It's not doing too much other than that. I don't know who it would affect other than Tron or Storm. So it's a possible sideboard card. Tron and Storm are kind of small amounts of the meta. It's not anything like Blood Moon where everyone plays non-basics. So pretty niche. I guess for a deck, a player that's like weak to those particular cards, you could play this. The one most interesting thing to me about this is an uncommon. Usually hoses like this are rares. So what that means is for one, it's going to be cheaper, so to throw in your modern sideboard. Not that these rares are generally very expensive anyways, because they, they're sideboard cards, not main deck cards, so they're generally not expensive, other than like Blood Moon, which is just a fucked up hoser. That's absurd. But it's interesting because normally you see this as a rare, so they don't show up too much in draft and sealed, because you're going to get tons of these as an uncommon, and they're basically unplayable and limited, so they're going to get all bogged down in your packs. However, when you open a booster pack and you see something like this in the back, it's often a disappointing experience. So it's a trade-off where, like, hey, now this doesn't take your rare, but we're going to have a lot of this worthless uncommon floating around. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, so let me know if there's some archetypes that I missed that it's good against. I don't think it's particularly good against fast, a lot of the ground decks like Affinity. Their hand's already dumped by the time you cast this a lot of the time. So really Storm, Tron Hoser. I guess I'm interested in why people are interested in this. What do you like about it? Yeah, much love. Let me know what you think. Some more vids coming. Got some books that have dropped and lots of cool stuff. So I'll throw some links up in the description for you guys to check out some of the stuff that I've been working on. Appreciate you and look forward to seeing what you have to say in the comments. Peace out.